Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Wednesday, February 2nd. And, oftentimes when we answer your financial questions, it's sort of like a one and done. I feel like sometimes Mark and I are emergency room doctors. We patch you up, we send you on your way, and we don't hear from you again. But in rare instances, people come back around and they tell us something has changed in their lives and they want to, check in with us again. And that's great. If that's your situation, maybe you've been on the program with us or we've answered an email, but you've got an update to your situation, you can always go to jillonmoney.com, click the contact button. We'd love to have you back on. And that is what Cindy did. Now, those of you who are not daily listeners, maybe you pop in or you sort of half-assed listening. Cindy was the woman who lived on the West Coast, who was going to move to cross country to live with her sister in Maryland, and her sister and her kids. And it was going to be a little bit of a reset in her life. The reason why this was all going to make sense is that Cindy's, its nieces, I think, just didn't really want her, but wanted her dog. Is that right, Cindy? Is that about right?
Absolutely correct. Yes.
All right, good. Now, Cindy, welcome back.
Thank
You're
you.
coming back on the air because your circumstances have changed and not in good ways. So what's going on?
Yeah, Jill and Mark, thank you for having me back. Life happens. And right before I was supposed to go, I had a checkup and it turned out it was cancerous. So I had to quickly, figure out a treatment. Luckily, it was treatable with surgery, and I was able to be technically cured. They didn't find the cancer to have grown or spread or anything. So
let's not use that word cured. I feel like the gods and goddesses out there, let's just say that we've dealt with it as best we can right now. Let's not tempt fate.
Okay, I agree.
All right.
Sounds good.
Let's do it. All right. So this is a big deal, and I'm so sorry. What a terrible, terrible development. So what does this mean for your game plan of moving cross country?
Yeah, so it's just delayed. I still am very much wanting to move. But then, during this 3-month recovery, I've been sort of thinking about what I truly want. And yeah, the gap year was a great idea, but I think I want to now switch it to pursue dreams, that I had since I was young, that I kind of thought it was impractical in many ways. And I've always wanted to sort of live in France. And so I thought, why not? So that's what I want to do is I want to move across, sort of dump my stuff at my sister's, and then try to make it out in France. Even if it's like 3 months or a year, I just want to just give it a shot.
So transcontinental and then transatlantic.
Correct.
So we have 2 phases to this.
Yeah.
Okay. So remind us a little bit about the money aspect. You're still working?
Still working. I plan to work through May. Only because there's a significant bonus involved that I want to.
Yeah, I like that. I love significant bonuses.
Yeah.
How much of a bonus are you expecting, you think?
I think with last year, it ended up being over 10K after taxes.
Okay. How much money do you have in savings right now?
50,000.
And remind me about how much you're earning.
Annually is about 130.
And how much money's in retirement right now?
Well, with the last stock market.
Whatever.
No, my retirement is about $1 million. And then I have about 100,000 in brokerage stocks.
And how old are you?
I just turned 50.
Are you contributing to your retirement account for this year?
This year I haven't started now. I mean, my company does sort of their standard, but
just put in up to the match for this year. Whatever they match. If it's like 6%, do that. Let's not do more than that right now. How much money do we have to spend on this fun flight of folly in France?
Well, I'm trying to not, go luxuriously. Like, I just want to get a 1-bedroom somewhere and just kind of live, and maybe even try to get a part-time job or something. But yeah, I'm thinking like $4,000 a month.
4,000, let's say 5,000 a month for the heck of it. Okay. So ideally, you would just want to do this for some specific period of time, or do you think that you really want to try to make a go of this for reals?
For reals, yeah, I want to be able to like spend a year trying to set up a actual like residence and be able to work and stuff.
Okay. So we've got a 1-year experiment, right? That we need to finance. And so that means we need $60,000 at least, probably a little more, but let's just say 60,000 that's set aside to do that. All right. So the first thing that would have to happen, Mark is probably here. Your mind is being blown because I'm, instead of being the dream crusher, I am now the dream enhancer. The money in the brokerage account right now is invested in stocks, mutual funds. What's the nature of the investments?
Yeah, it's individual stocks.
Do you have a lot of gains on those stocks?
Yeah.
Say goodbye to the gains. You're selling this entire account out and you're going to pay capital gains on it. You're selling the entire thing, which is great because your income's going to go down this year.
Significantly, yeah.
Even with your bonus, your income you're going to be in the 15% tax bracket. And that's it. It's going to be easy peasy. And you're going to pay the tax on it and you're going to move on. So of the 100, I don't know, how much do you figure that you have in, let's say you walk away. What I'm hoping is that at the worst case, you walk away with like 75 grand from the brokerage account. That would be like a big tax you'd have to pay. But let's just say it's 75 grand. Because where do you live? What's your state of residence right now? California?
California.
So you got to pay the piper there. So let's say you've got 75 grand net after you pay your capital gains rate and some California taxes, and you got to do the move and all this. That's the money that you're blowing on this experiment. Do not touch the 50 grand in savings because I want you to come out of this period with your savings intact. Okay? That's why we're going to use the brokerage account to finance this. Now, a year from now, you're going to have to either figure out how to support yourself or you're going to have to get a job and, like move back home. That's the story. But that's your year in France. This feels like a little bit like a rom-com. I do kind of sense that you're going to meet somebody in France and all this. Like there's a lot here. So,
well, we're going to visit.
Oh yeah. This is like it's like a Merchant Ivory / rom-com something or other. You can do this. You could totally do this, but you can't do it for more than a year with no income.
Yeah, my only concern I was going to ask you is like, yeah, I'm all for letting her do what she wants to do, given what she's gone through. Yeah. What about the healthcare stuff?
You mean what if she needs healthcare? Or what about insurance? Or what about like her treatments or what?
Yeah, just like God forbid something else comes up.
Well, something else comes up. She's going to have to make sure she has insurance. So she's going to have to pay for COBRA. So this is actually works out pretty well. Because what she'll do is she'll give her notice in May. She'll have 18 months of COBRA. Okay. And she might be thinking that the 5,000 is enough, but with COBRA, it's probably going to be more like 6,000, which is why I want her to sell that whole account out because it's probably going to be that. And then she's going to have to establish relationships with some doctors there. She's going to have to come back and forth a couple times to check up on herself, but she'll know a lot more before she leaves in May. When you leave, you have to make sure you've got health insurance. And that means she's going to have to extend her coverage through COBRA. And then she's going to have to figure out like how to navigate the French healthcare system or come back to Baltimore where her sister is and establish some relationships there with doctors before she goes away.
Cindy, I think we lost you for a second. We were just talking. Is COBRA the plan?
Yes, I plan to go on COBRA.
All right, that's good. So we were just talking about how you need health insurance. And then you're going to have to figure out how to navigate the French health system or go back to your sister's and have some doctors there. Does that make sense?
Totally.
I feel good about this plan. I mean, I think it completely sucks that you had to deal with this, but I get it. Like life is short and you're dealing with life head on. And so go live your dream and let's see if you can make something happen. But you got to sell that brokerage account. That brokerage account is gone. Absolutely gone. The sooner the better. Don't dilly-dally.
So just sell my brokerage account all at once, or do I do it throughout the year?
I don't know. Are you going to time the market perfectly, or are you going to just do it? I would just do it. Just bang it out and not worry.
And where are you looking to set up shop in Paris? Where do you want to live?
I don't know. I was thinking maybe I would look around like Normandy because I kind of haven't been there, but I don't think I'll live in Paris. I think Lyon sounds really nice.
Good food in Lyon. That's some serious eating there.
Yes, exactly.
You're going to have to learn how to like support yourself. So if this is like romantic on one hand, but it's not a 1 year vacation. This is like 1 year where you are going to find out whether or not you can create a life there longer term. And you're financing exactly 1 year. That's it. Okay?
Yes.
All right. That's it, Cindy. Don't be calling me up with any more bad diagnoses, all right? I want to hear only good things. No, I mean, we're totally here for you. Thank you so much for coming back on the air with us. Good luck. Send us pictures. We can't wait. It's going to be very exciting. Mark and I will be visiting. Mark, now we have someplace to go in August.
I told her, I said, if she moves there, we're coming.
The only people in Paris in August are tourists and dogs. So we do not go. We do not travel with the masses in August. But we would go to Lyon. I would go to Lyon. Or maybe she would like to settle in the south. South of France is lovely in the summer. Anyway, everyone put your hands together for Cindy. Let's put some good Jill on Money energy out there. Our hands are metaphorically on Cindy's back. We want her to just be healthy and succeed in this dream. Let's help her. Okay, that's what we do here. So I'm just going to end it like that. You know, if you have a dream that you are seeking, go to JillOnMoney.com, click the contact button, even though I can be a dream crusher. Not in this case, not with Miss Cindy. Okay, so let's all do it together. Let's lift her up. Grit, growth, grace. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you tomorrow.